how to balance it. I'm also a builder, so I build people, but I can call you on your foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? And then we go forward. I am not one to just cut you off like that, because I know that you are on a process and we are all flawed and imperfect. And we are, so, you know, I'm the type of leader who, we're going to talk about this thing. We're going to close the door and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to call you on your nonsense. And then we're going to move forward. When it comes to now a contractor, as you know, as a woman, we don't get that much respect. Because if you talk to a contractor and a man, a workman in the kind of way in Jamaica, it is, you're not supposed to. Yeah, they have no respect for you. They will call you baby and honey and whatever, and auntie. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that is like, you know, you're going to respect me by calling me by my name. Then I know I'm 20% there. And then by the structure and just being firm all the time, there is no gray area. It's either black or white. I believe that whenever you lead in gray area, it opens up the door to too many unstructured, you know, areas, and then it sets you up for failure. It really does. You know, so if I say to everybody, because our uniform is black, we wear black every day. Right? Or factory, they wear the black shirt, but they can change up the bottom and so on, you know. But in terms of, say, the design people and the admin and the retail staff, we wear full black. So if I allow you to come in black and gray one day, there has to be a reason for it. You just might be sent home. If you come 2 days, then you're really a violate now. What is the issue? You understand what I'm saying? Because people will try you. So we really try to just be in that realm of discipline. And that's how I know. That's how I was taught.
Okay. So Karen, tell us a little bit, tell us exactly actually what it is that you are doing now. You mentioned the factory. Tell us, what does Karen Booker Design Group actually consist of? Is it comprised of now?
Consist of. Great question. So Karen Booker Design Group Limited is a boutique construction company. We do projects, we do renovations, we do refurbishing, and that is finished construction within the home. So therefore, if you are doing a bathroom or redoing your bathroom, we can do that. If you are putting up drywall or expanding and doing you know, in a room within the house into like an open floor plan or so on, we do all of that. We do drywalling, we do electrical, we do plumbing, we do it all when it comes to painting, of course, you know, and down to now the decorating of it, but the decorating comes last. Karen Booker Design Group owns Design Diva and Design Diva Lifestyle. Design Diva is the personality on TVJ. It's morning, you know, Smile Jamaica is morning time, and she does that. So she's the mouth of the whole thing, and you know, she pulls it together and she makes interior decorating look sexy and wonderful, and it's colorful and it's great and it's fun, which it is, right? And that's the mouth, and that calls attention now to our brand. Then you have Design Diva Lifestyle, and Design Diva Lifestyle is the retail arm, and that's 2 stores, one downtown and one uptown. Downtown is on 12 Ocean Boulevard, and on uptown is 96 Hope Road. Downtown, it's a very fun and eclectic kind of a vibe. You know, you can just, it's all about the refresh. It's all about, you know, having a very holistic energy in your home. The store uptown now is more of a showroom. It is an idea of, we're not a furniture store. We're not an accessory store. But when you come in, you're going to come in to discuss your ideas. You're going to come in and you're going to be enlightened. You're going to come in and you're going to be motivated to start your project. You know what I'm saying? Because that showroom is ever changing, right? Okay, then we have the factory. The factory is Design Diva, and that that makes now our private label, our drapes, or our signature collection, which is the 96-inch drapery collection in 12 colors, the 20-inch pillows, and the tabletop accessories, meaning placemats, runners. And now we have recently started making candles. So we have a whole aromatherapy line now of candles, and they are wonderful. So that's it.
And we're very pleased to say that we support this manufacturing, the manufacturing side of
yes, you do, because we're tenants. We are tenants, yes, and we will be until you kick us out.
The resource
down at Marcus Lab, in the incubator, exactly. Right. So everybody knows George. And so you can vouch for the fact that yes, there is a factory. It's true.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. And when it comes to that brand Jamaica line, because I know that Jamaican ladies are when it comes to details, their standards are through the roof. When they have a product made, they are looking at the stitch quality. They are looking at how much hem. They are looking at everything, because it's value. If they're going to spend money on something, they want to know, that they're spending, and they're harder on, their standards are a little higher when it comes to their own, because they don't want their own to fail. So they're gonna call us on it every time and say, listen, this don't make good enough. No, not us, because we don't make things that are imperfect, because George is there. But they'll say, listen, this is what I want, and this is what. So therefore, we are challenged all the time to make sure that our product, the product that we are churning out, is perfect all the time. And that is what people have come to love about this, the signature collection. It is 96 inches long, which is longer than what is on the market with the imported stuff. Our hem is a very deep hem, so you can alter it. If your window is longer, if it's longer than 96, you can certainly let out the hem. We can adjust it for you. We have our signature diamond, and they're washable. So what's not to love? It's there for you.
Well, we know
now.
We know, and we can vouch for the quality of your product, of your design, both the type, as in the aesthetic of the design, as well as the quality in terms of the workmanship of it. It's very good quality work. Yes, yes. So we definitely can give that endorsement. Karen, tell me, you now have established yourself with a construction company, with a factory, which is manufacturing, and 2 retail outlets. What is the vision for you going forward? What is the design? What is the design group, the Karen design group, ultimately going for, aspiring towards?
Okay. The next step is to form the Jamaica Society of Interior Designers and Decorators. I believe that this is a growing industry in Jamaica, but it's not standardized at all. So therefore, anybody can do a little course, whether it's 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and all of a sudden they're not even calling themselves a decorator. They're saying, I'm an interior designer.
Mm-hmm.
In order for you to give people advice, any kind of advice, you have to be armed with a certain level of knowledge, right? And there has to be some type of structure to it. So we are and of course it's going to be a nonprofit. It is a society. It's going to be that safe place that supports everybody in this creative industry of design, that they can come, they can get their materials, they can know where it's going to be very knowledge based, and of course support them and support everybody as to how to move forward, how to structure your pricing, because if one decorator is charging this and another decorator is charging 4 times that cost, then it is going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? And it has become an issue in Jamaica because it's not regulated, right? So that is one of the things that we're working on. The next thing that I forgot to mention is we have a franchise, the Design Diva franchise, and we have franchisees, because the vision is for an army of design divas all over Jamaica. Here is how that was. Yeah, man. Because you see, the thing is, Design Diva, the vision for that was not me. I am me. It is every woman is a design diva. Every woman. I am the original. Yeah. But when you're in your home, yeah, and you are decorating your house and you're designing your life, you're a design diva. You understand? We have these courses like Heart Has It. Yeah, everybody. I am a design diva. I am. It's so it's not me. It's a movement. So the thing is, what we recognized is lots of folks will take an interior decorating course.
Karen, you're frozen again.
Decorator. Nobody is, I'm frozen. All right. How are we looking now? We're okay?
Back. Yeah.
We're gone back?
Yeah, man.
You're back. Okay. So with the franchise, what we realized would home, and there would be no opportunity for them. So what we're saying, and that's, so it's like, okay, so, and Jamaica just love to go to school. Every minute we're in class. And we're in class to do this, and we're in class to do that. You can hear me, or frozen again? Okay, you can hear me. I see the smile. So you're hearing me. Okay. We're saying, okay, so what happens after you do this decorating class? What happens? You know what I mean? So they go and there is nothing, because I'm saying is train you work up under the brand for a year, okay, and then I will train you up on under our standards, right, and train you up as to how to make money in interior decorating, how to write your bills, how to conduct yourself in around a client, train you up in etiquette, train you how to dress, you know what I'm saying, and then you can go out there and live your best life after a year. Wow. So it provides an opportunity now for people who have the vision, and they have that creativity, because creativity is in every Jamaican's fingertips. It just is. We have creativity, we have music, and we have football, and so that we just don't have the language. So I'm saying, all right, come on, let me just get you up to speed with this language. Let me get you how to explain this particular window treatment that you are now going to make for this client. Let me get you comfortable with speaking to people of a different social class than you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of that. Come, let me teach you how to resolve conflict. Because you can't wait until conflicts are boiled, built up, and then it's an explosion. No, you're going to have conflict in the workplace. You're going to have conflict when you're doing your business. So that is the franchise. So we're building that more. Then we talked about the interior society, and then the next big thing is the Lifestyle Academy, which is the online platform, the school now of interior. It's going to be decor, it's going to be lifestyle skills. So it's going to be cooking and fashion, photography, and everything on that particular platform, but wider now than just decor. And of course, we are targeting Jamaicans because we know say good.
Stick up in, Karen. you had this plan before all of what happened with this virtual, with us being forced on the virtual space? Did you have
Of
all of this
course.
in mind? Because it's very timely, or is that pivot? You hear me, Karen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I have it in mind? It was in mind. I'd love to call myself a visionary. And a lot of my friends, they kind of know, I know how to spot trends. I know what's coming. And I think a lot of it is because I read so much and I'm always researching. Next thing was, and the big key to the whole virtual world was my son, Aaron. When I looked at how they socialize, meaning his age group, right? And when he was doing PEP, and I saw where everything was headed, I'm like, wait a second, in another few years, we don't need a pen and paper anymore. We're not going to have books. That's going to be so like my typewriter in the back. It's going to be a relic. You know what I'm saying? So but I didn't know that it was going to come so fast. That's why I just always say, no, just be ready, because when that opportunity comes, so always, stay in that space of readiness, because when that opportunity comes, it kind of knock once, and and if you're not ready, I don't know if you're going to ready again for when it come again. Yeah.
Excellent. So
yes, ma'am.
in the future, in the close future, we're looking out for the Lifestyle Academy, the radio talk show.
Yes.
That I don't hear you mention
the radio
yet.
talk show. Because so much. The radio talk show is almost now, and that's going to be interactive. That is going to be people just calling in and discussing them house. And what we can do, and like if red wine spills on your white linen, what you can use to get it out very quickly, things Karen, like that.
You know what I love about everything that you've shared so far, Karen, especially this last little bit here, is how you, I don't, for anyone listening, it might sound like you just put together very casually a group of activities and things that are what you like and you enjoy. And in a sense, yes, that is true, but they're also very deliberate. If I'm actually putting things in your business, I'm looking at a business model canvas right now as we're talking, and I'm seeing these things as deliberate strategies that are supporting your customer acquisition and retention, because you're pulling people into a conversation and into a relationship that will not just assist them in their lives, so it's adding value. So the value proposition is strong from there, which is helping them to conceptualize and implement their design divaness. And you're facilitating, you're facilitating your own continued income and sustainability by staying in touch and responding according to what it is that you're seeing developing in the trends and so on. And I just want persons to kind of just imagine and see that with us as we are talking, that you are talking about that a space, as you mentioned, that is very unstructured, or has been very unstructured, and you've managed over the years to bring your training, bring your education. You have your master's in business administration. You also have your training in the discipline that you're doing, and you've pulled them together and created a business, a structure that supports what you're doing on an economic level, layer by layer, from the construction to the retail stores and the factories, all of it supporting, connected and interdependent. So I'm very, very impressed with your acumen, your business acumen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's why you are on the entrepreneur's journey, and that's why you're sharing.
And I am impressed with your language, and I'm like, you see what I mean? That's the language that I'm talking about. You say, well, she can't just blow my mind a while ago. I'm like, wow, oh my goodness, one conversation, Michael, she just got it.
I'm only picking up what you're throwing, sister. I'm picking up.
Oh my God.
So And by the way, the people in the chat room are also enjoying the talk. I don't know if you're looking at it, but people
Oh,
are
great.
saying it's enjoying it
I'm
and
honored.
really just appreciating the conversation. Karen, we're almost coming down to the wire in the conversation. Please tell me,
Oh.
in all your years of doing business now, what maybe it has been from a challenge, but how it is that you have, I don't think it's changed. What is it that you would consider to be your biggest lesson or um, gift from this whole process of being an entrepreneur? You get what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, the biggest, you see, you remember the formative years in my career when I told you I worked for the hardware stores and I worked for the paint shop and I worked for, you know, the the floral design place, you know, a craft store and all of that. It goes even further. It goes further to when I started to go to school and I worked in my family's bakery. It was Obie's Bakery in Queens. And yeah, that bakery was open every morning at 6:30. I lived in Brooklyn and I had to take the train from Brooklyn to Queens, and that's a 2-hour ride until them sorry for me and say, you know what, Karen, can't you just stay. So so it's and they would let me come in, even like at 7 o'clock or 7:30. That way I would be on the train at 5 o'clock, not wake up at 5, but be on the train. And remember now, I have just migrated from Jamaica to New York in the fall, so it's getting cold, and I'm telling you, first time into cold and you're not ready on a train, trust and believe me, you will grow up fast. So I buttered rolls and I sold coffee and I filled the patty pan and I walked in snow in without the proper shoes, and I'm telling you, that was my learning. I am grateful for those years. I am extraordinarily grateful because that formed my whole opinion on what was to come, even though I resented that bakery and I hated it. However, in years and years to go, because I was like, these are my twin aunts. They raised me, they love me, and they're treating me now like I'm a slave. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, this is work.
What did you
After
learn?
working on the weekend.
What did you learn though from that? What was it that you learned?
I'm telling you, yes, hold on. So from that now, I learned how to be punctual. I learned that, listen, time value. I learned, you see, that if you have people going to work and they have to get to work at 8 o'clock and they are passing that bakery and that bakery is not open in order for them to get that buttered roll or that donut or that coffee that they want as sustenance to get to their work, you're messing up their schedule. You understand what I'm saying? I learned how to forecast product, meaning when I see the patty pan going down in, it is now you have a dozen patties in there and I know it's 11:30 and the rush is coming. I better make sure that the patties that I already set out, for the lunch crowd, it not just going in there, it should be coming out so I can have that crowd fed in order for them to go back to work. You understand what I'm saying? So you learn how to forecast product. You learn how to look at customer behaviors. You learn the human condition. And then you grow up really quickly and start this whole Jamaican prima donna thing where, in Jamaica, we line a cuddle our kids. Yeah, it's like, okay, nobody's coming to get you right now. You better just learn. You better just grow up and do this thing. So I learned that. When it came to the paint shop now, in learning how to mix paint and all of that, that was all of those experiences are teaching me for what was to come. So when people say whatever you're going through right now, it is a learning for what's to come in your life, it is so true. Because there's things now that invaluable experiences in construction, invaluable experiences in the conversations that I have had with people who are in like legitimate professional folks. You know what I'm saying? I would not have had those conversations. I would have just come out of school, and this is another lesson. When you come out of school and you're armed with your degree, you don't know nothing. All right, you don't know nothing. You only know what has been taught to you. There's a difference between education and intelligence. Education is you are taught something and we can memorize it and you regurgitate it in order for you to pass an exam. If you're intelligent, then you know how to analyze data and you know how to compile it and you know how to have a decent conversation and you know how to be humble, right? So all of that now taught me how to be a better person and a better designer and to just hold my corner, even with my whole heap of letters behind my name. And when I am speaking with a tradesman who's been in the business for umpteen years, I know to just shut up and listen. You know, so that I have been eternally grateful for.
Boy, Design Diva, you just spit out a whole heap of things a while ago. And I was thinking as you were speaking that you actually have design thinking inherent in you. We actually teach a methodology of business called design thinking. And as I listen to you, I'm like, you naturally do this. Because design thinking, you spoke about, you know, the looking at the human behavior, looking at the trends, looking at and forecasting, and the example you give from the baking to what you're doing in terms of the trends, even now in your business now. I see that you have naturally just observed and taken these principles and applied them as a part of your own methodology. And I think the people are teaching a big school now. So your intelligence turned out.
Intelligence
naturally. Oh boy, Karen, it has been such a pleasure talking with you this afternoon. I know I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to the ongoing conversation that you know you are having with us as a family at JBDC, and of course individually. And I'm telling you thanks also on behalf of the participants in the Zoom, the persons who may have been with us live on Instagram as we broadcast there as well. Thank you so much for a very lively, very inspiring and educational and informative conversation. We're about 2 minutes and I have learned that if we go over the 1 hour that we get, them keep it off at the live. So I want to wrap this up nice within the time frame that we have. We like have a minute or so. I look in the chat before you go, Karen. There's a lot of positive feedback to the conversation that we're having. Janet said, very dynamic and authentic presentation, lots of learning and inspiration. Thanks, Karen and JBDC. Sherry says, yes, you are the original. Great session from Lisa. Charmaine says, great testimony. Design 360 Management says, I can relate to so much of Miss Booker's experiences. Wholly for different energy and vibe. Nice from Carolyn Jackson. A lot of really positive feedback to your contribution, Karen. We really appreciate it. And we look forward again I look forward to seeing what it is that you do in the future. And I know that it's going to be good things because your vision is bigger than you. And it is of service. I can see that. Thank you so much for being who you are.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Karen. And we will talk. Karen.
We shall.
All right, dear. Good afternoon, everyone. And remember, you can find us on YouTube and everywhere else on social media for all our virtual sessions, all of JBDC's virtual sessions, the Entrepreneur's Journey, as well as Virtual Biz Zone and the Craft Biz series, everything. Check us out. Have a good afternoon and a good weekend, everyone. That was up the time.